Hey guys, and welcome to Loving the Homestead. So it's been a rough week. We have lost quite a few birds to some vultures, and we saw a coyote run off with one of our hens. And then last night we had this torrential downpour monsoon of a flood. And honestly, before we even realized that we needed to go check on our cockerels, who we had just the day before moved to a chicken tractor out in the yard, we ran out there, and the area of the chicken tractor that's covered for protection was underwater up to their perches. So they were all huddled in the end that was exposed to the rain, and they were just drenched. I honestly thought every single one of them was going to die. And I was panicked, and so I was just going to grab them and run into the shop. But my husband is smarter than I am, and he went and got an empty Tupperware bin, and we just grabbed all the ones that were still alive. There were already 4 that had drowned, but we grabbed everybody that was still alive, and we just put them into a Tupperware bin as fast as we could and put a lid on it and ran them over here to the shop and got them under a heat lamp and started drying them. And look, I don't know if y'all can see, but well, it's probably hard to see, but these guys, look at them. Y'all, they're doing great. We got them out here and we put them under a heat lamp, and we dried them with a hair dryer one by one, and everybody's alive this morning. I did not think I was going to come out here this morning and find everybody alive and happy. In fact, halfway through us drying them with the hair dryer and turning the heat lamp on out here, the power went out. And seriously, we had just gotten just about every one of them dry, and that's the best we could do for them. So we tucked them in for the night with food and water and prayed, and came out this morning, and everybody's doing great. And so I'm super thankful right now. And I also just want to share a little bit. One, when it rains, go check on your 4 or 5 week old cockerels if they're in a chicken tractor and you're on a property like ours, which tends to hold water. There's water in my driveway up to my ankles right now, and there's little patches of water all over our property. And so think about where you put your chicken tractors, especially if you have standing water. So that's advice number 1. And advice number 2 is, y'all, I was going to give up on them. I mean, a lot of them were clearly hypothermic, and their eyes were closed, and they weren't moving much, but they were barely breathing, and I wasn't even really going to mess with them. I was just going to mess with the ones that I thought had a chance to live. And my husband was like, no, they're breathing, let's take them. And so we took all of them that were breathing and put them in here, and not one that we took out of the rain died. They're all made it. And so like I said, we put them under a heat lamp and we dried them with a hair dryer, and they all made it. And so these guys are tough. So I'm super grateful. We have no power on our property. There's a power line down, so we could have no power for a couple of days. I'm really thankful also for friends that taught us about preparedness, because we're at peace. We have a little backup generator, and we have some food, and we have water, and yeah, I think there's just great peace and preparedness. And so I'm just so thankful that the Lord taught us a little bit about preparedness. And, you know, maybe you don't believe in the end of the world. I certainly don't believe in a zombie apocalypse. But I do believe tribulation is coming. And even if it's just as simple as this, that there's a power outage and you have to go a couple of days without power. I know a lot of people went 2 weeks without power for a big hurricane here in Texas not too long ago. So preparednesspeace.com or .org, I'm not sure, but Google Preparedness Peace is the sort of course that we did to help us get prepared. Some friends of ours created that, Canada Boland and her husband, and it's a great course. And so check out preparednesspeace.com. And when you're at peace in a crisis, you can be a blessing to others, which is incredible. So we are hoping that our little cockerels here make it through their crowded space in the brooder, because we had moved them out to the chicken tractor because they're 4 and 5 weeks old. They're a little too big to be in here, but this is the best we have for them today, so we'll hope they'll be okay. And those of you that are following our saga to find a dog, I found a 5-week-old puppy and a 3-month-old puppy and a 1-year-old already trained dog. And so we're looking at those. They're all livestock guardian dog breeds, and we're praying about which is the best fit for us and trusting the Lord to direct us. And so y'all can join us in that. And hopefully we're going to figure this thing out, and we're not going to keep losing tons of birds. But, you know, we've been told by people that have gone before us it's part of the process. And so we hope that we can encourage any of you that might be new along the way. And those of you that are a little more advanced, if any of our mentors are watching, keep sending those encouraging notes because it has been rough. So, all right, signing off of Loving the Homestead. Bye.